So there's this guy named Henry IV, right? And he does some stuff, but the only stuff that's important is the stuff that happens while he's the King of France. Let's skip all the boring stuff because I don't want to draw or narrate longer than I have to. Like, I made this so you wouldn't have to see my face, and I wouldn't have to make an entire movie trailer! So, Henry becomes Henry III of Navarre by marrying this girl, Margaret Valois, who's like #goals, but then psych, her mom's psycho, and orders all the Huguenots to die on their wedding day, so their marriage turns into St. Bartholomew's Massacre. Lovely. He gets imprisoned instead of dying because he says, no, I'm not Calvinist, because his mom was. And since he's so charming, he sneaks his way out of there in 1576. No, I kid you not. He was so nice that people in the court who were supposed to hate him were like, aw, he's kinda cute. Like, what is this? I want that charm. He got out of there faster than I can run away from my responsibilities. Boom! 1584 happens. The Duke of Anjou dies, and that means that Henry is now the King of France. So now he's Henry III of Navarre and the IV of France simultaneously. Yep, that's already way too confusing for me, and we're not even in his religious stuff yet. If that's how I'm doing, I hope you guys are still alive out there and not, like, dying of boredom. Sorry about that. Alright, so, as a Huguenot king for a Catholic France, oh, yeah, did I mention that as soon as he gets out of jail, he goes back to being a Huguenot? Well, yeah, that's definitely a thing. So, because of that, things aren't gonna go too well. So he says, hey, I'll be Catholic. But he kinda winks at the Huguenots and says, don't worry, you're my true boo. I kid you not, this is the literal definition of politique, and this is how he kinda worms his way onto the throne. He starts to look better when he makes the Edict of Nantes, which helps with religious tolerance. Yeah, he would know all about that. What even is his religion at this point? Protestantism? Catholicism? Satanism? This treaty works because it basically puts politics above religion, so that it doesn't get in the way. And France is the first country to do that. He also fights and wins a war with Spain, because Philip II is stupid, by making the Treaty of Bourbon, so that's a good thing. Then, our man decides to get all flirtacioso and suggests marrying Gabrielle. Oh yeah, did I mention that he up and gets the Pope to annul his previous marriage? I guess it's difficult to trust the daughter of someone who tried to kill you. I'm done! So, Gabrielle has 3 of his children, and that secures his dynasty for a bit. But he doesn't get married to her because she dies in childbirth, so, instead, he marries Marie de Medicis, and she has Louis XIII. Yay, babies! Okay, but like, Louis XIII starts ruling when he was 9, and so he appoints a guy to help him out called Cardinal Richelieu. But then get this, they both die and leave the country in the hands of a 5-year-old. Henry, this is what happens when you don't raise your kids well. But Mina, you say, a country being run by a 5-year-old, that kind of sounds like our country for the next 4 years. And then I say, we're getting off topic. Oh yeah, did I mention that Henry IV is also kind of good with a sword? Yeah, let's just put a little military badge in him, right there. This military knowledge helps him to fortify France's border, while at the same time making his army stronger. So basically at this point, everybody loves him. The nobility think he's great. The Catholics are convinced that he's on their side. I mean, remember, he kinda goes back to being a Huguenot once he secured his place on the throne. But then in 1593, he kinda goes back to being Catholic, because the Pope was like, yeah, you're excommunicated. But then to end the problem once and for all, he has his poor little baby Louis XIII be Catholic. Everyone else loves him too, because he reorganized and aided in the recovery of the economy with the help of the Duke of Sully. He also ended religious civil war with the Edict of Nantes. He helped strengthen the agriculture, helped to lower peasant taxes, and helped to build roads and canals. Alliances were struck with many different countries, including Sweden, different Swiss cantons, and different Protestant states in Germany. Trade flourished as a result of these new alliances, promoting the manufacturing of more goods like silk and glassware. Okay, wow, that's the most intelligent part I've uttered this entire video. That's my quotient for the week. He was actually just about to go to Paris to turn it into a center of art and education, but then he was assassinated by a crazy Catholic Roman. The end.